So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the JevMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host as always, JevMan316. It's a little movie review time. It's Christmas time, so we're going to watch something Christmas related. Yeah, it's going to be something that pulls your heartstrings. No, it might be something that pulls your heart out of your chest. It's Christmas Bloody Christmas. It's some Christmas bloody fun that's currently streaming on Shudder. I watched it. I want to let you know whether it's any good. So what are we waiting for? Ho, ho, ho. Let's go.
The U.S. Defense Department has spent over $1 trillion on the most cutting-edge robot technology. Introducing RoboSanta Plus for the upcoming holiday season.
So what's going on YouTube? Like I said, we're going to be talking about Christmas Bloody Christmas. I know everybody's been out to the theater to see Violent Night, but if you want to stay home and watch something streaming, Christmas Bloody Christmas is currently streaming on Shudder. I highly recommend it if you really like 80s type cheesy horror movies that are over the top, zany, gory, in your face type violence. The movie stars Riley Dandy and Sam Delich as your main characters. There's some supporting actors in there as well, including one I was surprised to see, Jeff Phillips, who played Herman Munster in the new Munsters reboot, and he's also in a lot of Rob Zombie stuff. Halloween 2 and stuff like that. The movie's written and directed by Jeff Begos. He did some cool films that I like. Bliss is one that's current, I think, still streaming on Shudder. He did Almost Human. He did VFW, which is a very underrated movie. A lot of people were finding that at the Dollar Tree. So I think you should watch that. And a movie called The Mind's Eye, which I remember watching, hadn't been that long ago, that I really enjoyed. So he's got a really quirky style, really over the top, zany. I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a brief description if you're unfamiliar with what this movie's about. It's Christmas Eve and Tori just wants to get drunk and party, but when a robotic Santa Claus at a nearby toy store goes haywire and begins a rampant killing spree through her small town, she is forced into a battle for survival. So I'm going to steal this description that I'm getting ready to say because it's perfect and I love it, that other people have said. It's as a cross between Silent Night, Deadly Night type horror from the 80s. You know, over the top, practical effects, gory, silly at sometimes, with the Terminator. I guess your Sarah Connor is named Tori Toombs and she's played by Riley Dandy. She does an excellent job. You follow her from start to finish, her character, so she'd be your quote-unquote final girl. I like how the movie starts with some vintage commercials, old school. One of them's even got some children in it that would be drinking alcohol.
Say what?
So you get the point. It's really zany and over the top. The movie starts with a scene where the characters of Tori and Robbie are working together, and there's a lot of sexual tension. That he wants to be with her. She claims she's got a boyfriend or somebody she's dating. He's end up trying to convince her to hook up. So there's a lot of dialogue and banter back and forth in that store, and when they go meet up with the couple that they're going to party with that's at the toy store. Now there is where the Santa Claus robotic character is at, and it's been recalled by the government.
Animatronic state-of-the-art Santa Claus, featured at our own TW Bunkers, is now the subject of an international recall.
The movie is filled with everything you would love from the 80s other than one thing, and I'll let you know what that is. But, you got your booze, you got your drugs, you got your people having sex, and then you got the robotic Santa Claus coming around killing everybody. He's got a lot of good, cheesy practical effects, gore. Sometimes they linger on a little bit too much, and it shows how fake it is. But hey, it's modeled after the 80s, so it's more to have fun. Really over the top violence, a lot of fights with the Santa Claus, a lot him stalking, that type of thing. So I think regular horror fans will like it. But the one thing that I noticed was it's not any nudity in it, and not that you have to have nudity, but there's literally a scene in it where the main couple, the guy's giving oral sex to the girl and she keeps her undergarments on, and then that's intertwined with a killing scene. I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be nudity in it, but give me something, anything. If I only have one really big negative, and the only reason I'm going to warn you about this because the lighting does sometimes bother people. This movie doesn't have very good lighting. It's dark, it's grainy, it's supposed to be that way. There's a lot of scenes that have like primary color lighting, like a lot of blues, a lot of greens, a lot of reds, think the Schumacher Batman movies. That's the way this entire movie is lit. I know a lot of people don't like that type of style. So if you don't like it, that may bother you. But I was able to overlook it because I was enjoying it so much as I watched it. But other than that, like I said, it's a fun ride. It's a really fast-paced movie. And I think once you get to the end, though, even though it's a little predictable, obviously, because you'll get the Terminator connections, it's fun, and that's all we want to have. And so, you know, as far as a bloody good time at Christmas, I'm giving this enthusiastic 2 thumbs up. Like I said, hell, it could have been better, but what do you want? It's B-movie cheese at its finest, and it's Christmas time, and we all want something new to watch at Christmas, especially if you're a horror fan. So have you seen Christmas Bloody Christmas? Did you give it a thumbs up like I did? If so, comment down below. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like about it. If you haven't watched it, what the hell are you waiting for? Ho, 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 let's go. Get over there and watch it. It's on Shudder right now. So I really appreciate you guys coming by. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And until next time, boys and girls, this is Jeff Man 316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, ho, ho, ho. You guys be safe out there.
It's him. Oh, Santa Claus?
Yeah, it's fucking Santa
Santa
Claus.
Claus.